Okay, thanks for tuning in. I'm came up the river again. This time of year, I enjoy it up here. Um, it was 50 degrees when I left my house. I don't know what I was thinking wearing the short pants. It was a cold boat ride up here. Uh, but this time of year in North Georgia, it's going to go from cold in the morning to hot in the afternoon. It is supposed to warm up into the mid 70s. But I'm trying to get it in today because the hurricane is supposed to be bringing heavy winds and rain towards the end of this week. Um, I'm going to be fishing my jig, maybe a creature bait, maybe the worm. I'm going to let the fish kind of tell me what they want. But stay tuned. You can see this area here with all this kind of chunk rock. It's a good spot for for a bass to be laying. It does drop off fairly quick. Hey now, what do I got here? Another big spot. Man, nothing like it. Working that jig along, all of a sudden, thump. That's a big old, that's 2.5 at least. Nice spot. Oh, I'll take it. I just don't understand why that fish was where he was. Been fishing all morning. That's the first bite I've had. I mean, I've been here about an hour, so I fished some really good spots too. That was the first bite, but boy, it was a good, nice, solid thump. Love to feel that thump. Good spot. I'll take about 10 more of those. Man, you can't beat it. I just love it up here. Last time I fished it, I didn't get much action in the morning either. It took a little while. And I'm guessing that's what's going to happen today as well. It's another good one. Another good spot. I know I fish a jig a lot, but that's why right there. It's a solid, it's got to be a 2-pounder. Man, I'm catching them in just the oddest places today. Really not where I expected them to be. Man, that's fun. I just love to feel them thump that jig. Better go back over that way just one more time. I know I've said it time and time again. But if you learn nothing else from my channel, you ought to know, if you've watched my channel at all, that a jig is something you need to concentrate on, need to learn how to throw it, need to learn how to use it. Largemouth this time. Let's see. Where are you hooked? All right. Solid 2.5 pound largemouth. Nice one. Yes. I will take it. Things are heating up a little bit. Man, that is fun. So when I first got here this morning, some of my good places were already being fished by a couple other boats. I'm going to give it a little bit and I'm going to go right behind them and I'll catch fish. All right. My smallest fish of the day. Ouch. Just a little guy. Wow, he had some sharp teeth on him. So 3 spots and 1 largemouth so far. Interesting. Every time you come out, they're going to be a little bit different spot, a little bit different kind of structure. Everything I've caught so far has just been on steep, rocky banks. Starting to warm up. There. Take the jacket off. See if that helps me catch any fish. Okay, now. There we go. Ooh, it's another good one. I'm talking a good spot. Ooh, that's a big one. 2.5, 3 pounds at least. Good fish. All right, just showing you what kind of area I caught that last fish on. Just you can see all the rock, you know, and it drops off fairly quick. man, all except for one, they've all been quality fish too. Quality. The more you fish a jig, the better you'll get at fishing it. The better, you know, the better the feel you will have. So in the fall of the year, like we are now, these fish are starting to feed up. Prepare for winter, put on some weight. And yeah, I'm sure most of you know, but you know, a jig is meant to mimic a crawfish. You know, what's that look like? A crawfish. And there's, you know, a lot of protein in a crawfish. They're not going to pass it up. Speaking of which, I'm going to retie. When you're pulling these jigs down through the rocks, you'll get scuffs on your line, which will weaken it. And I don't want to lose a fish. So I check my line a lot and retie quite a bit. I make my own jigs. I really only make two sizes. A 1/4 ounce, which is what I use most frequently, and I do make some 3/8 once in a while when I need something just a little heavier. It's kind of hard to find a 1/4 ounce. Another largemouth. Not a big one, but I'll take it. As I was saying, it's not that easy to find a 1/4 ounce jig. Most everybody uses a lot heavier, you know, 3/8 or half. Some of us, you know, some guys use a 1 ounce jig at times. I'm of the belief that the lighter the better. It just slowly falls when you pull it up over a rock. And quite honestly, you can't argue with my results. But I make them. I can, you know, come up whatever color I can dream up, I can make it. But for the most part, I keep it simple. Or you know, these jigs they just produce. So it's 10 o'clock in the morning here. I'm starting to work my way back to the boat ramp. I'll catch, you know, I got a ways to go. I'll catch fish on the way back. It's typical Georgia weather. I mean, I was freezing this morning. It's getting hot already. There we go. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Oh, man. I got my scale put back together. Might as well see how big it is. don't know if you can see it, but 3.34. .34, that's a good one. Beautiful fish. I don't care where you go, a 3-pound spot's a good spot. I know there's a lot of guys that watch my channel, and ladies, who don't fish a lot. But a jig is weedless. You can pull it through just about anything. It's just the perfect bait for fishing. Rocky areas like this. Hey now. It's another good one. I mean, I'm not gonna weigh them all. That's gotta be, you know what, we'll find out real quick. It's kind of my, it's 1.70, so it's almost a 2-pounder. Almost 2 pounds, that's a good fish. I'll take those all day. Something walking around up in the trees. Sounds like it's on 2 feet, but we're out in the middle of nowhere here. Small largemouth. Boy, he messed my trailer up. See if I can make it last for another fish. All right, thought I'd take a second to show you my jig. I've shown it on previous episodes, but I mean, that's it. That's all there is to it. It's nothing fancy. It's a 1/4 ounce jig. This skirt here is a dark green pumpkin. It's got a little purple in it. My trailer's just a chunk style trailer. And you see that the trailer doesn't necessarily have to match the jig. I kind of like the contrast. And for what it's worth, I'm fishing it on a 7-foot medium heavy St. Croix Triumph rod. Just a plain SLX reel, yeah, Shimano SLX. They're good, relatively inexpensive reels. I love them. But anyway, that is the setup. I can't recommend it enough, especially this time of year, middle of the winter. It works great. Late winter, early spring. Really, you can fish a jig any time of the year. Man, it don't get much better than that. I love feeling them thump that jig. If you haven't ever caught a fish on a jig, you need to try it, because I'm telling you, when they thump it, it's addicting. And hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It helps me out, and you don't want to miss an episode. But thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. and make sure you come back and watch the next episode.